Well, we're back again. The colony's doing really good. They have their first prisoner, and they're trying to convert him over because he is a suitable prospect for this colony. We've got 4 colonists now. There's Kitt, Sissy, Dusty, and Oline. So we're kind of getting a crowd now. They all go down to the river and clean up, but we're gonna install a primitive well. So they get the primitive well installed. Next they're gonna need some research. So Kitt comes up here and gets all that set up. He is the leader of the colony. Once they get biorefining, electricity won't be much of a problem. But they are gonna need that research, and fast. So they're getting all that set up, and the colony, like I said, doing really good. They got their first prisoner, trying to take care of him and get him to, join the colony. His name is Klee, K-L-E-E. If you all want to name one of these players, you can let me know in this episode and I will try to get it done. But for now, they need some defenses, and so far they haven't got any. And all of a sudden, there's a mad boomalope. When you kill the boomalope, they explode into a fiery mess, so you have to be prepared for that. Now Kitt knows it, so he goes out and gets up above with the colony so he can take it out and be ready to put the fires out. And sure enough, it's downed. They finish it off with a fiery explosion and put the fire out. The colony is once again in good hands. And they had a bit of luck. Drop pods dropped out some very important textiles that they will have to go retrieve. Meanwhile, Kitt is working on that research. And later that night, they had visitors again. Kitt knew that they have to take care of this guy, and fast. So while he was coming down, the colony prepares by going to sleep. But it's an ambush because we know he's coming down. So Kitt sets the ambush. The colony comes out unexpectedly. He will have to run away. And sure enough, he does. He tries to get away and hide behind the building for cover, but we was making headway and getting shots on him. Sissy decides to go down and physically attack him. Kitt knows that's not good because she could take a bullet, and finally he's taken down. With that last shot from Oline, he's downed. But Sissy took damage. She will have to be checked out and get medical treatment. Oline took a bullet, so he will have to be medicated also. Kitt retrieves the body and takes it away so the colonist does not have to see it, as that does give you a buff. They also picked up another weapon. The guy was carrying it, so another weapon added to our collection. Days later, the colonists are healed up, and the rice is coming in, and potatoes. So that's one of the projects the colonists will need to work on, seeing that there are only a few meals left available. And apparently, we have new lovers among the colonists. Now Kitt knows that that's not a good idea, because this is no place to be raising kids. So he advises not to let them have their own bed. A few nights later, another raid. They was not attacking immediately, but they would be attacking soon. And just as expected, they started their attack. Luckily, there's only one. Kitt wasn't worried. He knew the colony had his back. These four have grown together and realized that without each other they have nothing. So when the perpetrator starts getting close, Kitt calls the colony to guard. It's time. Hopefully this raider will be no match for the colony. The perpetrator is close enough. Kitt says, "Let's go," and he takes the colony outside. They start firing on him immediately. He only has a club, so they have to stay away from him and fire. Now with our newfound weapons, this raid is no match. After that, the colonists expand the crops and keep working to build the base. They're cooking outside and trying to get the new stove built up so they can move the cooking inside and be safe. The crops are coming along great. The potatoes got ready to be harvested, so they were so excited that Dusty goes out and starts harvesting them right away, even in the rain, and Kitt runs out and grabs some because he's busy cooking some more meals. So right now everything is looking a-okay, and Kitt is very happy. The base is getting expanded and the colony is all happy. So everything's good. And then the crew gets some much needed rest after visiting with the trader. Later on there was a drop pod crashed and the gang acquired a new prisoner, while the one that we had, Clee, is finally converted. The new prisoner is named Yelam. And after thinking that maybe he needed some help, he has 5 colonists. There is 5. So 4 has joined him already on this epic journey of Kitt, and now he's not alone anymore. a little bit later on, and Kitt finishes the research for biorefining, which is a big step for them because it will produce free electricity eventually. So they go to work installing the biorefinery. From your latrine you get fecal sludge, which if you biorefine it produces chem fuel. Chem fuel produces electricity. Later that night, while they were resting, another raid comes in. It's a pack of man-hunting mad monkeys, and they're headed for our base. Kitt immediately wakes the crew and prepares for battle. He's not sure how many there are, but they are headed our way. One's coming in, two's coming in, three. Looks like three. The gang heads for the bridge, firing as they run. Two down, one to go. No match for this colony. The next day, there was a crosswary down in the field, but there was a panther looming close by. Sissy wanted to shoot it, but Kitt said no. They decided they would send Oline back with the crosswary and try to take down an elephant. So after he goes back, the gang decides to take one of the elephants, or a rhinoceros. But that panther was still looming. That's a double threat because the rhinoceros will attack. Kitt knows that, and he tells them, be prepared. Take aim and let's try to kill one. One of those would produce a lot of meat, and they could use it. After several minutes, they finally make their move. The gang starts firing, and it's an elephant. It chases out. They try to run. It keeps coming. They're firing with their all they have and finally take it down. Clee goes over and finishes the animal off. As luck would have it, there's a mad boomerlope headed our way as soon as we get home. The gang knows that this could be bad because of fires, and they don't want to lose their crops. So Kitt prepares, takes them outside, and immediately attack the boomerlope. It's in a good spot, but unfortunately it causes a big explosion and we have to put out that fire. So of course they immediately start putting out the flames. Fortunately there is no flames inside due to our wall structure made of sandstone. And the fires get put out. Everybody was safe once again for a night of rest. Later, Dusty starts biorefining the fecal sludge. And only a short time later, a transport pod was crashed. Kitt checks out the person who's in the transport pod, and he agrees that this is a suitable person for the colony. So once again, he chooses to take that person prisoner. But before he could do that, he had to deal with another mad boomalo. So the colony comes out and starts firing, and sure enough, another fiery explosion. So the gang has to put out this fire. And after that, they will deal with the transport pod crash. That makes 2 recent transport pod crashes equaling 2 prisoners. So that means a lot more food and a lot more care. So hopefully Kitt has the right idea. We'll have to wait and see. We had some visitors coming by to see us, but unfortunately for them, a mad panther was on the loose, and they took it out. So they had a little bit of misfortune, but it's a good fortune for us because we will retrieve the panther. Later, Kitt goes in himself to have a personal chat with the prisoners, Raphael and Yelam. The next day, Kitt comes down and completely converts Yelam, welcoming the 6th colonist into the colony and a new beginning for Kitt. He immediately made new crossbows for the colonists to have protection, so everyone will have a weapon. And later on, the storms started. Rain, thunder, lightning, and fires. So Kitt knew that if this gets out of control, it could take out a lot of the resources that we need. And then suddenly, there's a raid. So now he's got a lot of problems to deal with. So, readying the troops, Kitt calls them together. They step out. The raiders begin to come in, and one by himself, the colony starts firing. There's another lightning strike. The colony is getting shots in. And the fighting continues. Finally, they take down the first raider. In comes the second one. He does not have a firing range weapon, so easily taken down by the colony. Sporadic fires breaks out all around the colony's base. It is raining, and there's not a whole lot we can do, so the colony hopes that the rain will take care of the storm. But it is constantly striking and causing new fires. If the rain stops, the fires could completely destroy everything. I am the Cloud9 Man. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you stay tuned because it's only going to get worse for this colony. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you hit the like button. I'll see you in the next one.